Hello, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Anthony Pavia. I've been with MAVCO for 10 years. In my current role as a product portfolio manager, I manage the global portfolio of products that MAVCO offers, as well as provide information on the business. We're pleased to have the opportunity to discuss solutions for solving CBD problems with MagnaClean CBD. Today's webinar will be led by Mark Hines, Global R&D Director for MAVCO, and Rich Davidson, Senior Vice President of Sales, R&D, and Marketing for MAVCO. But first, a few items about our webinar. The webinar is being recorded and will be available upon demand approximately 1 hour after the conclusion of the webinar. Everyone is muted except the presenters, but you will have the opportunity to ask questions via the Q&A feature of the Zoom webinar. Questions will be answered at the end of the presentation. And as always, we invite you to visit our website at www.mavco.com for more information and to reach us for samples or questions after we conclude today. This mini webinar will focus on solving the common flavor issues of CBD and cannabis products with our new MagnaClean CBD. We will look at consumer trends and the global and North American CBD markets, consumer drivers, and developments in the CBD industry. Now to introduce the speakers. Mark Hines is the Global R&D Director for MAVCO. He joined the company in October 2017. He has 30 years of food industry experience. He previously managed the global R&D activities for the nutrition business of Ashland Inc., and has experience in consumer packaged foods and in food ingredients. Mark has a PhD in food chemistry from Purdue University. Rich Davidson is the Senior Vice President for Sales, R&D, and Marketing for MAVCO. He joined the company in July 2020, and most recently was Senior Manager of the North American Taste Group of the Fruit-A-Rome division of IFF. Rich has 26 years of experience in the flavor industry and earned an MS in food science at Virginia Tech. Rich will now speak to the trends and drivers around the CBD and hemp markets.
Thank you, Anthony. And thank you for joining us today, folks. The passage of the 2018 Farm Bill in the United States allowed for greater commerce in hemp-derived products. The action delisted hemp from the Schedule I status of the Controlled Substances Act if the hemp contains no more than 0.3% THC. This effectively legalized hemp in the US, but not cannabidiol, commonly known as CBD. CBD is effectively legal in the individual states, but not in interstate commerce, which is the jurisdiction of the US Food and Drug Administration. To be clear and to distinguish, CBD is not psychoactive, but THC is. But regardless of which product you may be working with, MAVCO has a wide range of offerings to make any hemp or CBD product taste much better. This webinar will start with a brief overview of the most relevant trends in the CBD market, and then review 4 application examples where MagnaClean CBD products solved the challenging taste products from the use of the CBD in the products. We will discuss CBD products, the market, consumer trends, and key drivers. Consumer interest in CBD or cannabidiol has exploded in the past 3 years, following the descheduling of the hemp plant. It's very difficult to consume CBD by itself, so it is diluted in various formats for easier and more reliable intake to achieve the perceived health benefits. CBD is commonly incorporated into beverages, gummies, and oil tinctures, and manufacturers of these products want to eliminate off flavors and bitterness as much as possible. The global CBD market is poised for enormous growth. According to Fortune Business Insights, the market will grow at a nearly 50% compounded annual growth rate, or CAGR, for the next 7 years, increasing to a size 15 times larger than it is today. The North American market for CBD is clearly the largest, although the regulatory status is still evolving within the United States. The United States and Canada represent 60% of the revenue for CBD at $4.9 billion. Latin America is the second largest market with a 14% share of the revenue at $1.2 billion. And Europe is positioned to be the third largest with 12% revenue share at $900 million, while developing a more harmonized regulatory environment. On a global basis, the most common delivery system for CBD or cannabidiol is the vitamins and dietary supplements market. According to Statista, products containing CBD represent roughly 4% of the vitamin and dietary supplement market, but this will increase to approximately 20% of the products within the vitamin and dietary supplement market by the year 2027. Globally, the CBD infused beverage market is projected to reach and exceed $14 billion by the end of the year 2026, from a current level of approximately $3.4 billion in 2020, according to Financial News Media. And this is a very robust compounded annual growth rate of 27.5%. The North American market for CBD products is poised for strong growth as well. According to Global Newswire in July of 2021, the market will experience a robust 33% compounded annual growth rate, an increase from a current market value of approximately $10.9 billion to over $61 billion by 2027. By 2025, the combined U.S. food and beverage markets for CBD are projected to be a combined $2.65 billion market, with beverages representing approximately 64% of that total. The CBD infused beverage market has grown steadily in the United States since the 2018 passage of the U.S. Farm Bill, which effectively legalized hemp products in the U.S. In 2018, the market was approximately $86 million, but is projected to exceed $1.4 billion in 2023, representing a 16-fold increase in revenue in the time period. More than 1/4 of adult Americans have tried CBD products. However, the greatest usage is amongst younger generations, or the millennials or Gen Xers, which represent approximately 71% of the consumers. Their usage is more directed towards emotional health, for treating anxiety, stress, depression, and for promoting relaxation. Older consumers of CBD products tend to use it more for pain relief and enhanced sleep benefits. This leads us to a major issue, or the major issue, affecting the widespread acceptance of CBD products in food and beverages. This is the taste associated with the infusion of CBD. Now, to speak to the taste problems associated with CBD and hemp and the MAVCO solutions to these taste problems is Mark Hines. Mark?
Thank you, Rich. CBD products and hemp extracts and powders and other cannabis-derived products have several flavor issues, as these products are derived, often with minimal processing, from natural plant products. There are earthy and grassy off notes, frequently very strong. The various terpenes contribute flavors that are often described as dank, and bitterness is a common complaint. Until these flavor issues are resolved and clean tasting products are created, these flavor issues will limit the consumer acceptance of these products. Producers of clean tasting CBD products will also enjoy significant competitive advantage in the marketplace. There are a wide variety of CBD extract products. Commonly, terpenes indigenous to the hemp plant are extracted with the cannabidiol molecule. Full-spectrum CBD products typically contain the full range or spectrum of the fat-soluble terpenes contained in the hemp. CBD producers can intentionally isolate the cannabidiol, creating an essentially pure isolate. Broad-spectrum CBD products don't have the full range of terpenes and are typically formulated to emphasize certain terpenes for perceived health benefits. But terpenes are a source of flavor. Limonene is a component of citrus peel and a characterizing flavor of citrus fruit. Others have stronger, earthier flavors. Together, they contribute a complex, strong herbal character. Additionally, many CBD producers employ strategies to make the fat-soluble CBD water-soluble. Nanoemulsions are very common, and emulsifiers or surfactants are needed to create stable nanoemulsions. By their very nature, nanoemulsions dramatically increase surface area of the fat particles, which exacerbate the flavor issues. Emulsifiers contribute bitterness and off taste, which must be dealt with. Finally, as many CBD entrepreneurs struggle with flavor formulation, many product developers overcompensate by oversweetening the products, leading to medicinal-like flavors. As just mentioned, terpenes are sources of flavors, but when combined, create herbal flavors, not unlike hops and beer, that can produce strong flavors that can be objectionable to consumers. Consumers have mixed reactions to the flavor issues with cannabis, hemp, and CBD products. This data is derived from the overall cannabis market, but the flavor issues with psychoactive THC-based products are consistent with the problems with CBD extract flavors. According to Culinary Visions, consumers are split on the presence of strong cannabis flavors, with 52% of consumers not recognizing that there are solutions for taste issues. This is important because it is likely that the consumers of CBD products who consume for emotional health or pain relief are less likely to accept strong herbal flavors than those who consume for psychoactive benefits. This now leads to the solutions portion of our webinar, where I will discuss how MagnaClean CBD products can create clean tasting solutions to various CBD and cannabis food, beverage, and dietary supplements. At the beginning of 2021, MAFCO introduced a line of category-specific Magna-Brands. These include products such as Magna B-Block, Magna Protein Mask, Magna Pharma, Magna Taste, Magna Mouthfeel, Magna Fantastic, Magna Boost, Magna Sweet, and our new line of products directed towards cannabis, CBD, and hemp applications, MagnaClean CBD. The new MagnaClean CBD CB012 is our best product for gummies, tinctures, and solid products. It reduces bitterness and effectively masks the earthy notes. Our new MagnaClean CBD CB013 is our go-to product for beverages. It eliminates the lingering bitterness from CBD and emulsifiers while masking earthy and grassy notes. In this webinar, I will highlight 4 applications within the space of beverage, food, and dietary supplements that use CBD or hemp products. These applications include a beverage that incorporates a nanoemulsion of CBD extract, an oil tincture application, a hemp protein bar, and an application that incorporates the CBD nanoemulsion into gummies. To demonstrate the efficacy of our new MagnaClean CBD products in beverages, we formulated a strawberry flavored beverage that uses a CBD nanoemulsion. First, we formulated a nanoemulsion using a highly concentrated CBD extract at 71% CBD content, which was then diluted with medium chain triglyceride oil. The emulsifier that we used was Quilea, a natural extract of soap bark, which is a flowering tree. The emulsion was finished by using ultrasonic homogenization to create extremely small and stable nano CBD oil particles. These photos show the Heisler ultrasonic homogenizer that we use in our research and development laboratory. The nanoemulsion was added to a strawberry flavored beverage with 4.5% sucrose, citric acid, natural flavor, natural color, and then pasteurized and hot filled into bottles. We incorporated MagnaClean CBD CB013 at 0.02% into this formulation to manage the taste issues of the CBD nanoemulsion. The control product without MagnaClean CBD and formulated for 25 milligrams of CBD per 8-ounce bottle has an earthy, skunky, and herbal character with a strongly lingering bitterness, particularly once the sweetness of the sucrose dissipates. The CBD beverage with MagnaClean CBD has a brighter strawberry flavor with substantial reduction and the earthy, skunky notes, and effectively eliminates the lingering bitterness of the control beverage. CBD products are a new challenge in the beverage industry, and MAFCO provides the tools to address these challenges through the new MagnaClean CBD line. Oil-based tinctures are possibly the most common format for consumption of CBD and would fit the definition of a dietary supplement. The products vary widely on the strength of the flavor, often strongly earthy and grassy. Typically, consumers apply the tincture sublingually, and a typical dose would be 1 millimeter tincture applied through a droplet. We applied 0.02% of MagnaClean CBD CB012 to a strongly flavored oil tincture that delivered 60 milligrams per mil of CBD. We then sent the untreated control product and the tincture with the MagnaClean CBD to an independent sensory firm with a panel trained in hemp extract flavor profiles. The panel found that the overall flavor intensity and what they described as skunky flavor was significantly reduced compared to the control. Our next application example is a hemp protein bar. Although this is not specifically a CBD extract, similar flavor issues exist with the grassy, earthy notes that dominate from the minimally processed hemp protein powder. Our hemp protein bar is made with hemp protein concentrate and pea protein isolate, but the hemp protein flavor dominates with the grassy, earthy notes common to hemp and minimally processed protein powders. The product is sweetened by both isomalto oligosaccharides and stevia, and also contains cocoa powder for chocolate flavor. We incorporated MagnaClean CBD CB013 into the bar at 0.02%. The panelists who tasted the control hemp protein bar without MagnaClean CBD noted that the product was chalky with distinct grassy and skunky flavors. It also had a lingering bitterness. The addition of MagnaClean CBD resulted in substantially reduced grassy, earthy, and dank notes, and greatly reduced the lingering bitterness. Panelists also commented that the sweetness was more rounded, and the addition of MagnaClean CBD also created a smoother mouthfeel, greatly improving upon the observed chalkiness in the control product. Our final application example is the use of MagnaClean CBD in lemon-flavored CBD gummies. Gummies are very popular as a delivery system for CBD and cannabis products in general. The gummy system utilizes gelatin as a gelling agent and is sweetened with both sucrose and glucose syrup. The CBD nano-emulsion that was used in the beverage example earlier in this webinar was also used for the CBD gummies, and MagnaClean CBD CB012 was incorporated at 0.02%. The gummies were prepared in a three-step process with three fractions. First, solubilizing the gelatin at water at high temperature, then heating the sweetener fraction of fraction 2 to 260 Fahrenheit to increase the soluble solids. Fraction 3 contains a stimulant for flavor and also to reduce the pH, along with the lemon flavor and the nano-emulsion. This was then added to the sweetener fraction 2 after that fraction was cooked to increase the soluble solids. Finally, the solubilized gelatin fraction of fraction 1 is added to the combined fraction 2 and fraction 3, mixed thoroughly, and then placed in the molds for setting up. The panelists tasted bitterness and typical CBD, earthy and skunky flavors in the gummies without MagnaClean CBD. They also mentioned a unique CBD flavor. While this is open to interpretation, this is believed to be a characterization of the strong herbal character of various terpenes in the CBD extract. The gummies with the incorporation of MagnaClean CBD were characterized as having a cleaner flavor with substantially reduced bitterness at the end, significant reductions in the earthy and skunky or dank flavors. The lemon-flavored gummies also benefited from an enhanced lemon flavor and a more balanced flavor profile, while cleaning up off flavors from the CBD nano-emulsion. So in summary, while there are numerous regulatory barriers in the United States and globally, The strong consumer interest in CBD products is driving very strong growth projections. Consumers are seeking CBD products for emotional health benefits, such as reducing anxiety and stress, possibly leading to better sleep habits, and for more holistic approaches to pain relief. But CBD products have unique flavor challenges, resulting from the strong herbal character, largely from the terpenes, and from bitterness, particularly when nanoemulsions are employed for better solubility and absorption. MagnaClean CBD is the ideal solution for solving CBD and cannabis taste problems. It is effective at masking bitterness and off flavors. It is easy to incorporate and is a clean label, plant-based solution. Additionally, it's been observed that MagnaClean CBD offers additional benefits of improved mouthfeel, improved sweetness profiles when used with high-intensity sweeteners, and enhanced flavors. Now I'll hand off to Anthony to field questions for myself and Rich. Anthony?
Thanks, Mark. The MAFCO team is here to help you on your CBD, hemp, and cannabis application problems. We have MagnaClean CBD solutions and knowledge on the applications. We're ready and eager to help you solve your most demanding taste challenges. Please reach out to your Magna-Brands representative or visit us at our website at www.mafco.com. Thank you for your attention today, and the webinar recording will be available shortly on demand. At this point, I'll take questions submitted on the Q&A feature of the Zoom interface. Alrighty. How does this mask the bitterness of CBM and CBG?
I'll take that on. The work really has been mostly on CBD itself. So we anticipate that, particularly with the bitterness, is derived mostly from the emulsifiers, and they would probably be just equally effective, although we haven't practiced that. But we're glad to. I want to encourage that we do collaborative customer interaction, customer projects. So if anybody's willing to give us some CBG or CBM, we'd be glad to look at that and see what the results are with our MagnaClean CBD products.
Okay, next question. How much of the THC bitterness could be masked? Could you mask it 100%?
THC, is that correct, Anthony?
How much of the THC bitterness could be masked? Could it be masked 100%?
It depends on the intensity of the bitterness. We have tasted products that are extraordinarily bitter, and it will reduce it substantially. It won't eliminate it if it's extraordinarily bitter. And then other products, it eliminates it altogether. So it just depends upon the nature of the THC and whether it's a source coming from the nanoemulsion and the emulsifiers used and the content as well. So, you know, I kind of stressed a couple of times that there's an enormous variety of products out there, from the full spectrum to the isolates and the broad spectrum. And so obviously the flavor differences can be very substantial, very much a wide spectrum of the flavor issues. And the same thing with the emulsions, particularly if it's going from polysorbate to a more natural emulsifier like Quilea.
What is the regulatory status of MagnaClean CBD in Canada?
It is approved, and I believe it's approved as natural flavor, but we always try to get sure we confirm that with the regulatory, depending on the application.
MagnaClean CBD, is it tested on THC as well from a taste improvement perspective?
It has been. We've done collaborative work in Colorado 2 years ago, and it actually is very effective. We put it into gummies, and it was extremely effective at reducing the off flavors.
Have you tried incorporating the oil-soluble MagnaClean into the dispersed phase of nanoemulsions in order to drop the bitterness of the CBD-containing emulsion?
Okay, Anthony, I'm a little confused. The MagnaClean CBD is not oil soluble, it's water soluble. course, it will be obviously very effective and solubilized in the water fraction of the nanoemulsion. But generally, that's really where the taste issue is going to be anyway. Nanoemulsions, you're going to have very, very small oil particles that are going to be in a matrix of a liquid phase. As long as the MagnaClean CBD is solubilized in that liquid phase, then it is effective at masking the bitterness or the off flavors. So I'm not sure if that's fully answering it, but it's going to be typically incorporated into the water phase.
What is the highest dosage of CBD used with the 0.02% of MagnaSweet to effectively mask bitterness?
Well, probably the exam, it doesn't say which application, but an oil tincture, we actually had 60 milligrams per mil. And that was strong, very strong tasting. And it really did really positively affected the flavor of that. It still had some herbal character to it, but it was substantially more palatable. In the context of CBD beverages, we honestly, working with customers, we would send some extremely high products, probably in the range of maybe 100 milligrams or more, 200 milligrams even for a serving of a beverage. So we've gone fairly high on that. Again, it depends as well just based upon what the CBD extract is, the source of it, that's full spectrum, broad spectrum, isolate, what is the basis of the nanoemulsion as far as the emulsifier to affect flavor issues. But in all cases, it's actually substantially reduced the bitterness and definitely dampened or eliminated the strong earthy character.
Do you have an oil-soluble version and Prop 65 approved?
We do not have an oil-soluble MagnaClean CBD, but we're in process of creating a product that is an oil-soluble MagnaSweet, Magna-Brand products, and that will be available very, very shortly. We have found, however, that this product is not as effective as MagnaClean CBD in the applications. So in the context of putting it into maybe like an oil tincture, we're still working on that. That's still a product under development as far as oil soluble for an oil-based tincture. However, the water-soluble MagnaClean CBD is effective in beverages and wherever there's a nanoemulsion because it's solubilized in the water phase.
Anthony, we have some questions that came in on the chat. Do you see those?
Yes. For the tincture example, was the tincture a CBD and oil product? What type of product was it?
It was an oil-based tincture. It was sourced from Israel.
Is MagnaClean CBD accepted by regulatory agencies, especially Health Canada and US FDA?
MagnaClean
If so,
CBD.
is it acceptable as a pharmaceutical excipient or food additive or both?
Yes. Yes, yes. It can actually be applied to food products without CBD as well.
Does MAPCO have a product for helping mask bitterness in hydrophobic oil phases?
Well, hydrophobic and oil is pretty much almost synonymous. So I think it's probably to answer that question, it works in emulsions, which are going to be an oil phase and a water. So it is effective. Again, it's not going to be solubilized in the oil phase, but it will be solubilized in the water phase. And of course, most of these products, it's overwhelmingly a water phase system with very small oil particles stabilized with emulsifier within the water phase.
Is MagnaClean CBD water soluble?
Yes.
I have recently requested CBD masker from MAPCO for confectionery products and received CM1L and pH 011. Why do you think MagnaClean CBD was not sent?
Depends on the timing. MagnaClean CBD is a relatively new product created in 2021. There are still products CM1, CM2, and CM1L and CM2L that were really created and introduced in 2019 and 2020. So it depends upon the timing of the request, or was there a particular case where that might have been a better situation? Now, I think what you said was CM1L and CM2L, those are liquid-based products by nature of the L. So it may have been what was actually asked for as liquid-based. And we're still working on liquid-based for the MagnaClean CBD products. Okay.
How could I request samples of MagnaClean CBD for R&D trials? And maybe we get some further information and specs about the products.
I think, Anthony, you can answer that. It's right there in front.
Yeah, we have a brand new website going live, www.mafco.com. And you could go to the website and request your samples through there. Additionally, you could contact your sales representatives and they could give you the best recommendation through efforts of R&D. And we could work with you for the best product solutions for your application.
Yeah, and just to clarify, when you go to the new website, www.mafco.com, there's a nice turquoise blue boxed request a sample box right at the top, right next to talk to an expert. Click on that, fill in your information. It will give you the opportunity to request your product of interest, where you can go right for MagnaClean CBD. Give us a little bit of specifics on how you want to use it, and we'll get a sample right out to you.
I'll take an opportunity to mention too that we have relocated as far as our office and laboratory. We moved about 12 miles away to Mount Laurel, New Jersey. So if you're familiar with southern New Jersey, we're literally right off the New Jersey Turnpike. We're very accessible. So we are very willing to host customers, work in our laboratories. We've got a brand new modern laboratory and a great team, and we'd love to do it. So we welcome you, and please reach out to your representative or the website, and we can be glad to host you.
And by the way, just to clarify, the new website, www.mafco.com, is brand new as of today. It works. The www.magnasuite.com website is now defunct and has been folded into the MAFCO website. But take a tour of the MAFCO.com website. We think you'll love it. It's got a lot of new information related to our licorice extracts, pure derivatives, and the Magna branded products, as well as specific applications, recent success stories, and formulated products. A whole bunch more information than we ever used to have, and much more interactive, especially to the point of receiving new samples as well. So check it out, try it, enjoy it. We hope you like it.
Great. Well, looks like we don't. Do we have any more questions, Anthony?
One more came in. Is MagnaClean CBD solid or liquid in nature at room temperature?
It's solid. It's a powder. It's a finely granulated powder.
Fully water soluble.
Yep.
Seems to be all for now.
Okay, well, that's quite a few questions. Good. So everyone, we're really excited about our new product line, MagnaClean CBD. It looks like we have another chat question. You want to grab that, Anthony?
So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. So we're eager to help you. We enjoyed doing this webinar. And yes, we enjoy working with, I'll just say, CBD, hemp, and cannabis applications. It's clearly growing. Rich made that case early on. It's almost approaching almost exponential growth, like 16-fold, 15-fold in markets in just like 3 or 4 years type of thing. So there's going to be a lot more, and we're glad to work on it. Rich, you got anything to add to it?
No, I just want to thank everybody for attending today. We hope you found it of use. Oh, we got another question that just came in.
Is the MagnaClean CBD
It's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's a single chemical mixture. It is a mixture. It is all plant source. It's also natural by the US FDA regulations.
Can you cook, heat MagnaClean CBD masker, or is it best to add post-cook?
No, it's very heat stable, very heat tolerant. You could actually bake with it, and it would not affect its efficacy.
Great.
Okay, well, if there's no more questions, just remind you that as you registered, you can access this on demand very shortly, probably about an hour from now. And it should be available to look at again if you'd like to, or pass it on to a colleague. Plus, it will be on the website. Probably won't happen until tomorrow. But we appreciate so much you attending. And again, we're here to help.
Thank you, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.